Watch out!
Hey, Durin! Any more clues for us? We're all set for the next chapter.
Yeah, I was just about to come find you. Let's see what it says.
Now sprout to life the story's seeds, stirred by wind-borne melodies. Then on that breeze the music leaves, fading into distant memories. Seek the place where wind and tale entwine, and once there, make 3 riddles into verse, and 3 melodies into song. For in poetry and song will this story start to blossom.
Come on! Another riddle? All that talk about wind and melodies? What do you think the answer could be? Oh!
Care to elaborate?
Wind? Music? Poetry? Tone-deaf bards gotta know the answer.
You mean Lord Barbados? Albedo introduced us when I first arrived in Mondstadt. I mean, someone like me was bound to catch his eye sooner or later.
It's better that it's out in the open anyway. Now, how should we track him down?
I'm pretty sure he's already caught wind of what's going on here. Why don't we just see where the wind takes us?
Right. He definitely makes it easy to forget he's a real god sometimes. gonna sing it one more time. I'm gonna sing it one more time.
What a sight for sore eyes. I heard your voices calling out to me on the wind. Something about needing help with a riddle?
Sorry to disturb you, Lord Barbados.
Disturb me? Not at all. To tell you the truth, I'm just as curious about this riddle as you are. Let me take a look.
What is it? Did you figure out the answer?
3 riddles and 3 melodies. That sure takes me back. The answer you seek lies hidden in memory.
Looks like running to Tone Deaf Bard was the right call after all.
Long ago, those mages came to Mondstadt, seeking to test their strength against mine. But I replied, let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song. So I strummed my lyre and sang them this verse. Oh wind, welcome now, my guests. Pass through verdant leaves unseen, where shape your formless self may take and offer up a graceful scene, a fleeting gift for welcome's sake. Leap at the edge of a sea of clouds where land meets sky and sky meets ground. There frighten off the noisy crowds and bring my guests a calm profound. Fly beneath the stars up high where mortal noise is swept aside, that my dear guests with starry eyes may share the dreams they hold inside. Now go to where I vowed to keep a quiet spot for them to sleep. No clash, no contest bars the way, just tea and mirth to fill the day. There you have it, the 3 melodies. As for the answers to those 3 riddles, I trust you can guess them by now.
The woods, the edge of a cliff, and this...
Correct! Funnily enough, your mother was also the first to solve it, all that time ago. There must be some kind of special rapport between those who write stories and those who sing them.
The woods, a cliff, and the sky. Oh! So that's where it is!
I suppose the spot that answer points to is where you're headed next. You should know, after solving my riddle, the mages even accepted my proposal and made that location their official meeting spot. And going by what your book is suggesting, once you found it, you might want to try playing the melody I just shared with you.
Guess you can be pretty reliable when it counts, huh? Great animal Archon?
Thanks for the help, Lord Barbados.
Still got questions for me, huh?
Yeah, you must have read countless tales in your time, being a wandering bard and all. In your experience, why might an author consider a story unfinished?
Unfinished? Well, I guess if there's something left to accomplish in the story, or, oh, if the last line goes, "To be continued."
Huh?
Wow, your helpfulness lasted for like 1 second.
In all seriousness, I would think the answer to that question lies in your mother's story itself. It's not...
All right, then. We should get going.
Okay, we're here! Now, we just need to play the 3 melodies, and we should be able to gather the memories for the next chapter, right?
A musical performance? Huh. Out of all the things Miss Lisa has taught me, that's the one I'm worst at.
Even a war that shook the world could not halt the witches' gatherings. Yet even so, with the passing of time, 3 of their teacups no longer came to be set. The witches did not linger long in sorrow, for the Story Witch had brought glad tidings of her own. Born was her dragon child, safe and sound. Her fellow witches offered up their blessings, eagerly debating how to celebrate the child's birth. In the end, they settled on the sweetest candy they could find. After all, what could be sweeter than the arrival of new life? And so, the witches' gathering turned into a birthday celebration.
So, we're back in the story world, huh?
As if from nowhere, new guests appeared at the witches' table. Perhaps they too had come to celebrate the dragon child's birthday. Yet while everyone else was busy thinking about what kind of gift to offer, these three seemed to have come empty-handed. Hardly the recipe for a warm welcome to a birthday party, now is it?
A gift?
Hey, what's this all about? We only just found out this was a party.
While the guests voiced their complaints and grievances, perhaps they should have been wondering what kind of gift to give instead.
So, we need to bring a gift to advance the story? Oh,
Perhaps it would be a good idea to have a look around.
why didn't you just say so? Hey, is that the other Durin? Hey, Mini Durin! Nope, no reaction.
Brought to life by the witch's magic ink, the dragon child played with animated glee each time the tip of her pen danced across the page. Yet she could not spend all her time writing. For the upcoming witches' gathering, she had no choice but to set down her pen. But before doing so, she wrote one last line. So did the child drift off into blissful slumber.
Huh, that's a bit convenient.
Strange. I don't remember ever being at any of the mages' gatherings. When exactly was this birthday party supposed to have happened?
No wonder you don't remember. From the looks of it, you were probably fast asleep at the time.
The witches went on chatting away, ignoring the empty-handed guests.
Hey, could we use these as gifts, maybe?
At last, the guests found something to give the dragon child.
Guess that's a yes then. Which one should we go for?
Still, the guests wondered, what kind of gift might the little dragon really want? Should they put a warrior's sword in his hand and send him out on an unstoppable quest to save the world? Or perhaps a wandering hero's slingshot and the promise of a life of endless, uncharted adventure? Or maybe even a scholar's tome and the chance to take on all the worlds.
Okay. Wow. Oh yeah. Technically, we're actually picking a gift for you.
You want me to choose?
How come?
For as long as I can remember, I've spent most of my time living in the stories my mother created. I always thought my mother had everything written out for me already, just like the toy figures in Constellation Metropole. What did I want back then? This is the first time I've ever asked myself that question.
Sounds like this is the perfect opportunity to answer it then. It's been a while since you left Simulacra, and after everything that's happened, it might be about time to start thinking about your future.
Then let me give it some thought. Wait.
What the guests saw before them was none other than the witch's pen, the source of countless moving tales.
So, this is M's pen? The one she used to write the story of Simulanka?
Honestly, the thing I remember most is how often I woke up to the sound of it scribbling away. In the years before my mother passed away, she'd often sit at her desk, writing late into the night. Almost like she was in a race against time to get something completed. Anyway, it belonged to my mother, so we shouldn't mess with it. Let's go see what else there is.
No mark had been left on the page ahead. The group found themselves unable to move forward. In the end, the guests settled on the scholar's tome.
So you're the scholarly type, huh?
I just feel like I should learn more about the way the world works.
What makes you say that?
I'll give you an example. Did you know that in Mondstadt, using fire to catch fish is a punishable offense? I thought she was just teaching me regular hunting techniques. It was only after Master Jean caught me and sent me to solitary confinement that I realized I'd misread the situation. So much of what's considered common knowledge in your world just wasn't in Simulanka. So I have to learn, or I'll keep causing trouble for everyone else.
Paimon's not sure that counts as common knowledge. Alright, they should let us in now that we've got a gift, right?
Hello there. Brought a gift this time?
The newly arrived guest presented his gift, wishing the little dragon a future as a wise and accomplished scholar. Accepting the guest's blessing, the story witch invited him and his friends to take their place around the table. Finally, she could introduce them all to her dragon child, telling all in attendance about the moment of his hatching, and of course, the name he'd been given. It was then that the seer witch, diviner of the stars, withdrew her gaze from the heavens and turned a sorrowful glance upon the little dragon.
You gave him the same name as that evil dragon?
That's right. But the life I intend for him shall be very different.
What folly to love so blindly. For as you must know, a name is the mirror of destiny itself. He who bears an evil dragon's name must also inherit the fate of its previous owner. His fate has been foretold.
Then I'll rewrite it. The witches at the table fell silent, for they knew the seer witch's words had never once proven wrong. Yet, just as clearly, they recognized the story witch's resolve. For there is scarce a force in this world more fearsome than a mother's love. At last, the merry witch stepped forward, dispelling the uneasy silence.
So be it. Then we'll all lend a hand. Together, we shall rewrite this child's fate.
You mean to defy one of the fundamental rules of this world?
I refuse to be shackled by such rules. Besides, this is a witches' gathering, is it not? What could be more fitting a subject for this occasion than to defy them?
Oh?
Sounds like an interesting experiment.
I suppose, were we to succeed in this endeavor, we might bring a touch of wonder to this otherwise dreary sky of stars.
The Merry Witch finally talked them all round, just like she had done many times before. Warm and strong as the sun she was, so much so, in fact, that those who her light shined down upon had no choice but to bask in it. And so the witches readied their gifts, 3 marvels of the cosmos.
For this child, I shall decipher the ravings of the heavens and lay bare before him the trickery of fate.
For this child, I shall leave a formula powerful enough to unravel the very origins of this world, that he may seek another solution for the conundrum of his life.
For this child, I shall call upon wondrous magic to make possible his impossible wish.
All the Story Witch had was the pen in her hand, yet with the love that flowed from it, she resolved to bring forth a marvel of her own. For this child, I shall leave behind the last story I will ever write, and with it, a path to an ending yet untold. With the witch's blessings given and received, the little dragon's fate at last began to turn. In the midst of the dragon child's birthday celebration, the seer witch proclaimed her prophecy. The child had been given the evil dragon's name, and with it, the burden of its fate. But hearing this, the Story Witch vowed to rewrite it all, for such was her love and resolve. And so the other witches offered their gifts in turn, marvels as rare as any in the cosmos. Together, they sought to test one of the fundamental laws of this world, in part to support a mother's love, and in part to sate their own curiosity. Oh, and I almost forgot. Our new guests came bearing blessings of their own. Who knows? Perhaps this extra dash of wisdom might be all the little dragon needs to change his fate.
Looks like we've completed this chapter, too. Those witches in the story were the mages of the Hexen Circle, right? They sure seem to care a lot about you, Durin. But, Paimon kinda had trouble following their conversation.
The evil dragon's fate.
Oh, is that what you're worried about? But didn't we already take care of that?
Ah, the mages must have had a hand in that, too. Also, I was just thinking, which part of the story are we even meant to be completing?
Oh, it feels less like we're filling in the gaps and more like we're adding something new altogether. But we use the ink, right? And the book hasn't given us any more clues, so that must mean our task is complete.
Yeah, I guess we're doing something right. Maybe I'm overthinking things. It's just, this is my mother's final wish, so I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, thanks for all your help. I'll let you know as soon as the book reveals a hint about the next chapter.
Okay then. See you in the next chapter.
In this era of fair winds
and gentle rains, one needs not marshal the winds to deliver the rain.
Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Nice and cool. Natland doesn't have places like this.
Full throttle!
Dragonspine can be a cold and miserable place. If you're gonna invite spectators to come and watch an event here, you gotta make it worth their while. Hopefully, these stalls will keep people entertained and make the atmosphere in the camp more relaxed. I'm also taking the chance to hand out some little trinkets for the teams to decorate their tents with. Here you go. These are for the Soul Blazer. Best of luck in the competition, and don't forget to have fun.
Hey, Marissa! We finished reading that comic book you gave us. It was pretty cool.
Morning. Wait, you finished it? Wow, that was so quick!
So you two have been won over by Fiatena's infectious charisma? It was but a matter of time.
From what we read, it seemed like the Soul Blazers were a group of Natlanese heroes who fought against monsters. Also, Malika had a cameo in there. Does that mean the Soul Blazer saga is based on historical events?
That's right. It's an adaptation of Natlan's history. All the characters are based on real people, but of course, it's mostly for entertainment. You can't treat it as a history textbook.
The Soul Blazers were warriors who fought against the monsters of the Abyss. Their mission? To protect their nation. The finest warrior of all the Soul Blazers was Fiatena. She is our hero, our role model.
The Pyro Archon has some real cool fight scenes too, though. She fights with real passion. But there's a whole bunch of other comic series that deal with her story specifically. This one is more focused on Fiatena's story arc. Her motivations, her rise to greatness, and so on. No matter how desperate things got, she never lost hope. Thanks to her dogged determination, she went from rookie warrior with no understanding of strategy to a formidable commander. Fiatena! She's my hero.
This story really means a lot to her.
Oh, every time my thesis gets rejected, I just think about all the challenges that she faced. And suddenly, my own problems don't seem so insurmountable after all.
Don't worry, Alrani. I have faith in you. You'll get your thesis approved one day.
Aw, Veressa. You bet I will. Trifling thesis. You are no match for me. When I get back to the academia, prepare to be whipped into shape.
So, now that you guys are into this series, you wanna join the Legion?
What does it involve?
Don't stress over it. Yes, we were initially brought together by a shared interest in comics. But ultimately, our main purpose is to share life's joys and get rid of life's woes. Whatever comes our way, we have each other. And we discuss comics together, eat together, and chill together.
In that case, Paimon's in!
Yes! Welcome, welcome!
Captain, what about the welcome ceremony? Or have you forgotten our traditions?
Of course I haven't forgotten. Find a nice open space and wait for me there. I'll just...
Yeah! Skyward! Rev the engines!
Here. This is a good spot.
Alrani, do you have any idea what Veressa's fetching from the camp?
Probably the relic we used to swear in new members.
I'm here! Hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. I sprinted the whole way. Here, take this. It's a Fiatena mask.
Thanks! Huh? Isn't this the mask you wear in combat?
That's right. Fiatena used to wear a mask in combat too. So the one I made for myself is modeled after hers. Mind if I keep going for a bit?
Not at all! The floor is yours!
The tale of the Soul Blazer saga is a long one, told over 12 volumes. The characters go through so many changes along the way, growing and developing as the story progresses. This mask, for instance, is just one of the 5 different versions Fiatenna wears during the story. This one is my favorite of them all. At one point, Fiatenna goes through a tough phase where she's disillusioned after fighting so many battles, but her friends are always there for her even through her darkest time. With their encouragement, she was able to rally and get back on her feet. And this is the mask she wore when she made her comeback. In my view, that makes it the perfect relic to use for inducting new members into the Legion.
Oh, this ceremony just got super ceremonious.
Hold on to it. You're gonna need it during the ceremony.
Oh, Captain, is it time?
Now, Traveler and Paimon, join me in reciting the Legion of Soul Blazers Creed, which we will cry out at the top of our lungs. Yeah, just imagine you're bursting with praise for the chef after a sensational meal. Or, for me, sometimes, I get so happy hanging out with my friends that I just want to shout, "Thank you!" as loud as I can. When you believe in something, you shout it for the whole world to hear.
Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. Now, repeat after me.
Okay.
Through pain and defeat, we shall never fear.
Through pain and defeat, we shall never fear.
I will always champion love and imagination.
I will always champion love and imagination.
Great! Soul Blazers, as of this moment, you are now members of the Legion.
Nice.
I can't wait to tell Shilonen the good news.
If I'm not mistaken, she's out training with Minnie and Igong today.
Got it. All right, let's go.
Skyward! Scatter!
Vice Captain, shall we call it a day?
That's enough strength training for now. But we still have racetrack familiarization training. We can't afford to skip it.
Attention, Soul Blazers! Da-da-da-da! It gives me great pleasure to introduce 2 new additions to the Legion of Soul Blazers.
All right. Induction complete. Now we're officially Soul Blazers.
Ah, welcome to the club! Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to hold a welcome party for you today. Minnie and Igong have been training for ages. They are completely exhausted.
Congratulations.
Minnie, you still up for racetrack familiarization training?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? Since it's a 4-person relay, we gotta rehearse every stage.
I'm so jealous of Alrani. Logistics is the easiest job. Gets to stay at the camp the whole time.
Yeah, they seem totally wiped out. All right, we can skip the welcome party. We pretty much know everyone anyway.
Shame you have to miss out, though. I feel kind of bad. Let me think. Okay, here's what we'll do. Why don't you join us for training? We still need to practice on the race course itself, so we could turn it into a team-building event. In this cold weather, there's no better feeling than running around and getting the blood pumping. We'll all feel toasty and warm by the time we're done. What do you say, Traveler? Come on, it'll be fun.
Count Paimon out. She is not cut out for this at all. Paimon's never run a day in her life, 'cause she can fly. Flying's way faster than running.
Is it now? We should race sometime. Put that theory to the test.
No thanks. Paimon flying is faster than Paimon running. Not Veressa running.
All right, we'll let Paimon off. It would be pretty absurd having someone who can fly join a running race. I'm all rested up, so I can join you instead. As for Minnie and Igong, if you guys want to keep training, then pace yourselves and stick to slow jogging. But if you're worn out, feel free to stay put and recover.
Thank you, Vice Captain. Yeah, I'm not moving.
I'm down to keep training.
Okay, that makes 4 of us for training. Me, Veressa, Minnie, and the Traveler.
Let's split into 2 groups then. Shilonen and Minnie can do a slow jog. Traveler, you join whichever group you want.
Okay, keep your head up, shoulders back, and allow your arms to swing however feels natural. You'll save energy that way. Minnie, your baseline fitness is still limited. Don't go full throttle right out of the gate, okay? Start slow and steadily build up your speed.
There were some monsters up ahead, but I paced them off. They won't affect the training. How's it going? You two holding up okay?
I'm good. Minnie's form is so...
I still think I need more practice.
The course goes into an uphill climb from here. It's gonna get pretty tough.
It's fine. I'll keep going. I gotta get a good ranking. I don't want to drag this team down.
Even so, you shouldn't push yourself too hard. Health and safety always come first. Results are second.
Thanks, Veressa. I do appreciate it, but the thing is...
You need this, don't you? For personal reasons? You mentioned some kind of deal with your parents. I'm guessing it's something to do with that? I noticed you had a certain look on your face when you first brought it up, like you were trying to suppress how you were feeling. In my view, when a kid makes a face like that, it's actually a cry for help. So, what's really going on? You can tell us. If you keep it to yourself, we can't help you fix it.
I remember Minnie saying in one of her letters how she hoped to go to Inazuma one day and work as an assistant comic book artist. That or become a prop maker, building true-to-life comic book items for fans. But her mom and dad aren't very supportive of her goals. Could that have anything to do with the relentless training?
Oh, okay. I'll explain. Veressa's right. My mom and dad don't approve of me moving abroad for work. I'm the baby of the family. There's a huge age gap between me and my older brother, and I was a pretty sickly child, so my parents worried a lot about me growing up. They don't like the thought of me moving so far away from home. They say they'd always be worrying about my health. Also, they'd rather I pick something more stable. The idea of trying to make a career in the comic book industry is crazy to them. They think I need to be more realistic, get a real job. But what employable skills do I even have? I can do art, and I can build stuff, but I'm no good at anything else. It's like, no matter how many times we have the conversation, I can never get through to them. They treat me like I'm just a little kid living in a... But this time, the situation is different. And then we signed up for a cross-country contest. So, I made a deal with my parents.
Don't worry, Minnie. You're in good hands. Even Coach Yansan has praised me for how fast I can run. And she has high standards. And you've seen Shilonen when she gets going, right? She's as tough as they come. A real hero. As long as we do well enough to get ranked, your parents will come around, right?
Veressa.
Minnie, I still remember that time you sent Nepeka some of your work. Artwork of Fiatena, and a mask you built yourself. She showed them off to all the other kids in the tribe. And
Huh? Really? I had no idea anyone would want to pay for my artwork.
why wouldn't they? Your creations have real value. And while that's subjective in emotional terms, hey, the offer of more is a pretty objective measure. To me, that fact alone says that you already have a real job.
Your mask and artwork are already famous in the Collective of Plenty. People are constantly asking, who painted this? It's incredible work. If you ever visit our tribe, you can bet there'd be crowds of people swarming you and begging for your autograph.
I'll definitely visit one day.
All in good time. We can talk more about that later.
Thanks, both of you. I'll make sure to rest properly.
Good. I'll stay here and keep you company for a while.
The Traveler and I will keep training then. Might as well finish out the track. You definitely don't want to stray off course on a mountain like this. It could get dangerous. If you find yourself getting cold, there are some torches off to the side in this section. Just set one alight and warm yourself up. relay point. Good job, I gotta say. This terrain is seriously challenging. If people don't familiarize themselves with the course in advance, they could easily get lost on race day. But at least the organizing committee has taken the time to clearly mark out the course. And thankfully, there aren't many wild animals or monsters out here. People should be able to practice without incident. How are you feeling? Still got the energy to keep training? Awesome! Then let's get back to it. Whew. The next section looks even harder. Let's make sure to stay alert so we don't leave the course, and pace ourselves to protect our joints. This is the second section of the official race course. Watch out for signs so you stay on track. Running late again. Time to roll. Watch out for that pit. Don't fall in. Hurry up, Grassa! There's a gap here. If we jump down, it should shave off a lot of our race time. But it's a little risky. Gotta be careful not to sprain an ankle or it's game over. We made it to the relay point of Section 2. That's today's training target. We just need to check out Sections 3 and 4 of the course, but we can do that tomorrow. Now that we've stopped, it suddenly occurred to me. After a whole morning of running, we're still only halfway up the mountain. Kinda? But then again, I'm already freezing. And it must be even colder up at the top. Yeah, forget it. Let's head back. Why don't we regroup with Shilonen and Minnie, then head back together? Hey, you two. We're back.
3, actually. Igong came to join me and Minnie while you were out training.
Yeah, I felt bad slacking off while everyone else was going the...
Sounds like the cold's getting to you.
All right, let's head back to camp so people can get some extra... Wow, the time's really flown by. At this rate, I don't know if I'll have time for my nap before we hit the city for the afternoon.
Skyward! Scatter!
be a race here and loads of other cool activities. I'm having the best time. The nice people running the stalls gave me loads and loads of gifts to take home with me. Here, have this snowman. I won it from one of the games. If you ever have some free time, we should go play it together.
Honorary Knight! We're so lucky to have you come and test out the entertainment stalls. It really puts my mind at ease. This is actually my first time taking part in a development project, so all I had to do was put a casing on an existing device. Oh, but there were so many design considerations, so many parameters to adjust. I don't envy Captain Albedo, having to create purpose-built devices from scratch. Oh, it must be such a difficult task. Wow, thank you. Thanks, Honorary Knight. That means a lot coming from you. I'll keep doing my best. Hopefully I'll get to the point where I can build some useful stuff for the reconnaissance company. Oh, I won a few toys in one of the games. I'd like you to have this one. I have another one the same. Now, whenever I look at it, I'll think of all the encouragement you gave me.
Well done on your training, everyone. Now, as planned, we'll meet by the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. Will we get to go to the library? Will we? That's right, yes!
Me too. After days up here in the mountains, I'm looking forward to finally checking out the city.
Great! In that case, see you all at 2 p.m. sharp for some well-earned fun.
Yeah!
That perked them up. Now that fun's on the agenda, they don't seem so tired anymore.
Well, of course. It's important to relax and de-stress after training hard.
And to eat. I am super hungry right now. Okay, everyone. Dismissed.
A word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law.
Skyward!
Traveler! What a surprise running into you in Mondstadt! I've never been anywhere with a climate like this before. It's so cold! I've had my first snowball fight, built my first snowman. Oh, and the comics are a nice surprise. The Soul Blazer saga is super popular in Inazuma, but I had a great chat with some Natlanese fans earlier. Oh, it really got me inspired. So, I ended up making a character stand. Oh, sorry, let me backtrack a little. Have you ever heard of the Soul Blazer saga? Oh, no way! Your friends are into it too? In that case, let me give you this character stand of Fiatena. Oh, she'll be right at home in the Legion of Soul Blazers.
Hello there, little one. What a lovely surprise. Where have your travels taken you recently? Oh, they all sound quite quite adorable. It must have been quite an adventure for them, coming from far and wide, crossing national boundaries to meet with kindred spirits. Ah, it's a tale filled with the romance of youth. The Soul Blazer saga seems to have quite a strong following. Maybe it's time to run another round of reprints. With such a dedicated fan base, it's only right to throw a token of gratitude their way. How about some free comic books, There's quite a large group of you. I'll need to make sure there's enough to go around. These are first edition prints. You won't find them for sale anywhere. Take good care of them now.
Miko gave us a pretty generous stash of comics. Since the plan is to share them with the group, why don't we display them somewhere that everyone can see? Let's put them near the book stand at the Legion of Soul Blazers camp. That way, it'll be easy for people to browse. Nice! It's looking good! Now, people can come and pick some out when they're free!
If you are... On this fine day... Yeah! Skyward!
Okay, people, time to go.
I wonder what the Mondstadt's comic collection is like.
Shilon, we made it!
Nice, everyone's here. Let's go. Minnie and Varessa are already inside.
They don't seem to have a dedicated section for comics and light novels here. Everything from the Yai Publishing House is grouped under children and teen. Everything is wrong with that. Would you put the Soul Blazer Saga on the same shelf as the Boar Princess?
Hey, watch it. What have you got against the Boar Princess?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. To be fair, the Boar Princess is a pretty good read. I bought the whole set from the Wanwen Bookhouse.
The Soul Blazer Saga Armored Assault Volume 1. Ah! The Soul Blazer spinoff!
Yep. This book was my first introduction to the Soul Blazer universe. It abandons traditional modes of human combat, instead housing the heroes within giant armored mecha, each the size of the Jade Chamber. And since it isn't canon, it's free to delve into territory that the original series can't explore, like aerial combat. It goes pretty hard. When I discovered this as a boy, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. As soon as I saw mecha and mid-air dogfights, I was hooked.
So you're big into the mecha genre, huh?
I sure am. After that, I was hunting down books in the Soul Blazer series wherever I could find them. I even bought the Mecha Warrior action figures released by the Yai Publishing House. I gotta say, though, it really did a number on my savings. Those action figures are so expensive and there are so many to collect.
Yep, that's how it goes. Seems like every other day there's a Soul Blazer reprint, collector's edition, spin-off series, sequel. So much to keep track of.
Yeah, the thing is, the publisher knows exactly what they're doing. They keep milking their cash cow for all it's worth, because chumps like me fall for it every single time.
Me too.
I am loving the atmosphere in here. The peace and quiet, the subtle scent of flowers in the air, plus the chairs look really comfy. Whoever runs this library has great taste. Ooh, that being said, what happened to actually running the library?
Lisa's probably taking her afternoon break at the moment.
Afternoon break? I'm the one who should be on an afternoon break. That's it. Okay, I am taking a nap. You guys go hang with Faressa. I'm gonna find a table to pass out on. Yeah, it's just too cozy here not to. It'd be a shame to waste the opportunity. There, that table. I have been eyeing it since we got here. It has nap material written all over it.
Paimon has a funny feeling that Lisa would approve of Shilonen's commitment to afternoon naps. Whoa, that was fast! 1 second she's talking to us, the next, yes so. Happy napping!
Try and stop me!
I'm surprised Miss Musk isn't here today. I always see her by the linguistics section.
You guys know this place inside out, huh? Even down to the regulars.
Of course, the library is my secret base. I know which books are on what shelves, who the regular customers are, even what brand of tea Lisa uses for her afternoon drink. This chair is the same one I was sitting in when I first read through the Soul Blazer saga. And anytime I want to write letters to my friends in the Legion, this is where I come. I just feel so comfortable here. Miss Lisa is really friendly. She's shared some of her snacks with me before.
Wow, amazing! Snacks. What I meant to say was, this library is totally different from the one back home. Instead of books, we have woven scrolls. They're usually hung up high on the walls, which means the shorter kids can't always see them. But I was always tall for my age. Whenever my friends wanted to read a woven scroll, they'd come get me to read it out for them. I got so used to reading woven scrolls in a group that when I eventually got into comics, I carried on the habit.
You think so? How does that work, though? Because everyone reads at a different pace, right?
It works fine. The faster readers just wait for the others to catch up before turning the page. Plus, with other people around, you can read for a bit, then chat for a bit, then read some more. Beats reading in silence. Funnily enough, that's actually how I got to know Shilonen. This one time, I came to her workshop planning to commission her for a job. When I arrived, I found Nepeka reading a comic book. And it turned out it was the Soul Blazer saga! We were both pretty stoked to meet a fellow Soul Blazer fan. And I guess we were chatting so loudly that we woke Shilonen up from her nap. She came over, intending to quiet us down. But that turned into us roping Shilonen into reading comics with us. Next thing you know, it was the middle of the night and we'd been at it for hours. Shilonen was so tired. She just laid down in between me and Nepeka and went to sleep. Ever since then, we've been the best of friends.
That sounds so nice. I really want to meet Nepeka too.
We can make that happen. I'm sure Shilonen would be more than happy to introduce you.
It's just...
Hey, don't feel down. A deal's a deal. As long as we get ranked in the contest, your parents will have to respect your wishes. So let's put all our energy into doing the best we can. We're gonna get that ranking, and you're gonna go on that trip.
I'll do my best.
My. Looks like a lot of visitors snuck in while I was on my afternoon break. Hello, cutie. Hello, little Paimon. It's been too long. That's quite all right. I'm sure your Natlanese friend here has read the library rules carefully and intends to abide by them. As for your other Natlanese friend, I'm glad to see someone appreciates the cozy atmosphere. She looks like she's having a wonderful nap. Now then, Has everyone decided which books they'd like to borrow?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to borrow this copy of Armored Assault.
And I'll take this one. Vera's Melancholy. Minnie recommended it.
No problem. What about your, leopard friend? Did she want to borrow a book?
Huh? Borrow a book? Oh, yeah, no need. Thanks. This one was great, but I won't be checking it out.
Let's see. Along with Divinity, you have very good taste in books. Or should I say, good taste in pillows?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's my drool. Sorry. Okay.
All right, let me fill out the register. Then you'll be free to take your books.
My appetite is insatiable today. Must be because of all the exercise.
Yeah, I bet everyone's getting hungry by now. We did push it pretty hard this morning.
Plus, the organizing committee had a load of supplies to distribute today. Stuff to keep people warm. I'm ravenous after moving all those boxes. Minnie, you're a local. Any recommendations on where to get a late lunch? How about Good Hunter? Their steaks are really good.
Oh, I am so down. I'm...
Egong, don't tell me you caught a cold again.
Sounds like we should get some hot soup for the table. Come on, let's go.
Everyone loves Good Hunter. My family eats here all the time. It's a little small, though. We'll probably have to split the group across 2 tables.
Ah, bummer. Well, never mind. We've done plenty of group activities recently. It won't kill us to split up just this one.
Captain's already been hypnotized by the menu.
It smells so good. Meat stew? Seafood? Are you ready to order? Let's see. I guess I'll get the ball rolling. Let's start with 30 plates each of tea break pancakes and flaming red bolognese, 7 bowls of calla lily seafood soup, and, 30 meat natos. As for appetizers, 12 apple roly-polies and 12 sauteed matsutake. Don't want to overdo it. Anyone else want to add something? Or we could just start there and add stuff later.
Looks like Beresa's appetite is as crazy as ever. Thanks, Sarah. That'll do for now.
Are you sure it's not too much?
Oh, I promise you, none of it will go to waste.
If you say so. Well then, I guess I better get cooking.
Nothing beats eating a nice big meal when you're hungry for it.
No matter how many times I witness it, the Veresa versus Food show never ceases to amaze me. You gotta hand it to the collective of plenty. They can pack it away, and they can pack a punch.
Well, you gotta eat so you have enough energy for training. And as Fiatena once said, even a beast of the abyss knows that being a picky eater is an unpardonable sin.
Oh, I know that line. It's from that standalone special, Fiatena versus Abyss Lecter, Battle of the Meat Feasters. Don't underestimate a hardcore fan. I know every line in the Soul Blazer saga, no matter where in the Soul Blazer universe it comes from.
Nice one, Alrani. The writers had fun with that one, didn't they? Pure comedy. Can you imagine if that was based on a true story? An eating competition with an abyssal monster. Such a hilarious proposition.
Yeah, it's really stretching the boundaries of possibilities. I guess it takes a certain kind of talent to come up with ideas like that.
Wacky ideas are one thing, but what really blows my mind is the characterization process. The way they take historical figures like Fiatena and breathe new life into them as comic book heroes is just so impressive. Some people think I'm not enough. I have 2 words for those people. think that's one of my favorite Fiatenna quotes of all time.
That's from the Soul Blazer Saga Volume 3.
Thanks, Alrani. Minnie, do you have a favorite Soul Blazer quote?
I think for me, it's the way they portray Fiatenna's dream. Despite the endless numbers of monsters, and even when the Abyss seems like a never-ending threat, Fiatenna never gives up fighting for her dream homeland. Maybe it is impossible, but if we don't try, we'll never know.
Oh, yeah. I love that line, too.
Volume 3 strikes again. FYI.
No matter what, Fiatenna always stays true to her dreams. That's why she'll always be my favorite hero.
Same, but when I look at my own life, I wonder, will I ever have that same kind of tireless dedication? Following your dreams is so hard sometimes. I feel like I'm giving everything I have to give, but everyone around me is telling me, give up. It's not realistic. Sometimes I get to thinking that I should just pack my pens and paper away and be done with it. Maybe but I've tried that before too. And it's never long before I start to miss it.
Let me guess. It always ends up with you digging out your art supplies and giving it another try.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a cycle, honestly. I keep flip-flopping between, that's it, I'm never painting again, and no, I gotta keep trying. Who am I kidding? I'll never have Fiatenna's perseverance.
You're thinking about it all wrong, Minnie. Even Fiatenna had days when she didn't feel like training or eating right. Having tireless dedication doesn't mean doing the same thing on repeat every day. To me, dedication just means being passionate about something. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you always carry it in your heart. Sometimes you let yourself go, but it's okay. You can always get back on the wagon. If you lose muscle or stamina, you just build it back up again. The important thing is to keep that passion alive through all the ups and downs. As Fiatenna said,
there is only one eternal power in this world, the power of love.
Exactly! From Volume 6, when Fiatenna delivers the crushing blow to her enemies. You see? The important lessons stay with you.
Yeah, and they always will.
Wait a sec! Beressa? When did you clear all those plates?
While everyone was talking. I guess Fiatenna put me in the mood for a meat feast.
No fair! Come on, everyone, eat! We need to catch up! So full.
I can't eat another bite.
Should we head back to camp? We can walk off some of that food. There's no more group activities today. Once we get back to camp, everyone's free to do their own thing.
That's a relief. I'm about to go into a food coma.
Oh, Minnie, where have you been? I've been looking everywhere.
Patton? What is it? Is something wrong?
What do you think? You've been gone for days and haven't checked in once. Mom and Dad are worried.
I've been out training for the race with my friends all morning. Mom and Dad should know about it, though.
Yeah, well, you know what they're like.
Oh! So, Patton from the tavern is your brother?
Are these the friends you were telling me about? Wait, Honorary Knight? Hey, everyone! I'm Minnie's much older brother. When did you make friends with the Honorary Knight, Minnie? Whew, you kept that one quiet.
Oh, well, the Honorary Knight just sort of showed up for the pre-race training.
Thanks for taking care of Minnie, everyone.
Don't be silly. Minnie's our good friend.
Good. Glad to hear it. Okay, well, Mom and Dad said to tell you they miss you and they hope you come home soon. It's great that you've got a hobby you're so passionate about, but don't let it take up all your time, okay? Come home as soon as you can, okay? You can go back to training tomorrow.
Okay, I get it. I'm heading back to the camp with my friends now, but...
Okay, great. Make it quick, though. Otherwise, Mom and Dad will probably go all the way to Dragonspine looking for you. Sorry to intrude, everyone. Have a great day. I'd better get back to the tavern now.
Man, I almost forgot how cold the mountain was. The difference between here and the city is mind-boggling. I'm gonna go warm up in the tent.
I'll join you. Right now, I just want to wrap myself in blankets and let the food coma run its course.
I better come too so I can grab my luggage.
Minnie!
There you are, young lady.
Mom, Dad, you actually came.
What choice did we have? When were you planning on coming home? I thought this was supposed to only last a couple of days.
I never said a couple of days. I said several days.
You did. I remember that. But we also agreed that she'd be out during the days and come back home every night. Come on, it's time to go.
Okay, I'll just let my friends know. Hey guys, I won't be staying in the camp tonight. See you tomorrow for training.
I'm sorry? Tomorrow as well? This is all getting to be a bit too much, Minnie. You've been out here for days on end. Don't you think you've had your fun? Besides, you're not built for this cold weather. Remember that dreadful fever you had as a child? It took the better part of a week to clear up.
But...
Hello, sir. I'm Minnie's friend, Varessa.
Ah, Varessa. How do you do? I believe Minnie's mentioned you before. Thank you for keeping her company out here. Sorry, I would have brought a welcome gift if I'd known.
Welcome gift? No, there's no need for that. I just wanted to say, this contest, it really means a lot to Minnie. We've been training together in preparation for it. Minnie's taking training really seriously. Every day she starts earlier and finishes later than anyone else. Whether it's strength training or practicing out on the race course, she's been working the hardest out of everyone in our group. Didn't you make a deal with her? I heard that as long as Minnie gets ranked in the contest, you'll consider letting her do what she wants with her life? Her greatest wish is to work in the comic book industry, and she's putting so much work into it. Surely you don't want to see all her efforts go to waste.
Of course not. But the thing is...
Mom,
That's enough! What's more important? Your comics or your health? I don't know how many times we've told you. It's great that you have a hobby, but you need to learn the difference between work and play. When's it going to stop, Minnie? When you ruin your health in the name of fun?
Don't take your father's words too hard, Minnie. Both of us just want what's best for you. You're still young, and it's great that you have something you're passionate about. But at some point, you need to think about your future. I've seen your artwork, and I do think you have a wonderful talent. But being a comic book artist just isn't a stable career.
I'm sorry, Minnie. I didn't mean to be so harsh. I know how much effort you're putting into this. We both do. We really admire your determination. But surely you can appreciate where we're coming from. Dreams are great, but at the end of the day, they don't put food on the table.
Mom, Dad, can we please continue this in private?
Yes, of course. Let's move over there.
Oh, things got pretty intense with Minnie's parents there. Even Paimon didn't dare to interrupt.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to speak up on Minnie's behalf again. But I didn't even know how to butt in. I mean, it sounded like their hearts are in the right place. They said they have her best interests in mind, expressed concern for her health, tried to comfort her, but the whole thing still just felt kind of off to me. I can't quite pinpoint what it was, though. I mean, whether I'm training, eating, or heading to bed for a nap, they're all smiling. But Minnie's parents, neither of them were smiling when they spoke to her just now. Their words were caring, but their tone was so angry. It sounds like they don't want to let Minnie take part in the contest. But then all her hard work will have been for nothing. I'm supposed to be Minnie's captain, but I feel powerless to help her.
I wasn't expecting the Peka's gift from Minnie to come in handy, so I was planning to save it as a final surprise before we leave, but under the circumstances, it would be silly not to use it now. I can't put smiles on her parents' faces, but I think I can make sure Minnie gets to participate in the contest.
That's not true. I promise, I would never.
Well, in that case, we can discuss this more back home.
Sorry to interrupt, but there's something I'd like to discuss with the two of you.
You must be Vice Captain Shilonen. Minnie's mentioned you before. If it's about the competition, don't worry. We'll let Minnie take part. But as we've just informed her, this will be her last time. We don't want her wasting any more time on worthless pursuits.
Gotcha. Look, I don't mean to interfere with your family business, but Minnie's a part of our team. I have to make sure everyone's in the right frame of mind to compete. And I can't help but feel that her conversation with you was a little demotivating. I'm concerned it's going to impact her performance on race day. I also don't think you're really validating her efforts when you brand something your daughter is passionate about as wasting time. Like I said, not trying to intrude on your family business or anything, but I thought you should know that a student of mine back home simply adores Minnie's artwork. She's not here to speak for herself, but as her teacher, I felt like I should pass along the message.
I agree that Minnie has artistic talent, but I stand by what I said earlier. Hobbies are hobbies. Work is work. A couple of fans isn't going to get you anywhere in life.
Yeah, about that. Take a look at this letter.
What's this?
Let's call it a token of appreciation from Minnie's fan base. They wanted to write one letter each, but I told them I couldn't take a whole sack of mail on a long-distance trip. So instead, my student Napeka arranged for them all to make a group painting for Minnie. In the end, so many people participated that it was pretty much one brushstroke per person.
Napeka's so thoughtful.
Sorry, Minnie. Napeka wanted me to give this to you as a surprise after the competition. But given the situation, I made the executive decision to give it to you now.
So how many people is this?
You think Minnie's wasting her time because in your eyes, making art isn't a worthwhile job? And when you use words like worthless, what you're really saying is it's not a stable source of income. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Well, now you have another way to measure worth. Your daughter's artwork has attracted a whole lot of fans, and very enthusiastic ones at that. Since arriving in Mondstadt, I've learned that being a bard is seen as a very respectable profession here. Let's imagine Minnie was a bard for a second. Instead of drawings and paintings, she'd produce poetry and songs. Instead of fans, she'd have an audience. Would you still be inclined to stop her from being creative? Would lyrics and music be just as much of a waste of time?
I take your point. But there's still the issue of her health.
Sorry, let me butt in real quick. You know, Minnie's not nearly as fragile as you think. I'm not just saying that either. I've been doing competitive sports in my tribe since I was a little kid, so I know what I'm talking about. Sure, Minnie's not built like a pro bodybuilder, but she's got great potential. A sensible amount of exercise is good for her health. Far better than staying cooped up at home all the time.
Mom, Dad, my health is a lot better these days. Really, I feel great. Now that I'm training every day, my appetite's improved and I'm sleeping better.
Minnie, sometimes I forget how grown up you are now. You're your own person with your own ideas. To tell you the truth, your mother and I don't really understand this whole world of comics and Yai Publishing House. When all's said and done, We just want you to have a safe and stable life. But a deal is a deal. This competition clearly means a lot to you. So, give it your best shot.
I will.
Thank you, Honorary Knight. It really does ease my mind knowing that you're on the team. I think I've said enough for one day.
Yes, Dad.
Whew. At least we got there in the end. It was a shot in the dark, honestly. I'm not good at dealing with family drama. Sure as heck didn't have a plan B, so it's a good thing the letter worked. This is way more than I signed up for. I only came here to buy that, merch stuff or whatever. No, you think? I don't know. Seeing how Minnie's parents were acting, it just reminded me of a similar situation from a while back. Sometimes someone can love their idea of another person so much that they'll try to mold them to fit that mental image. But if love is starting to restrict your freedom, it's time to get out. Anyway, Minnie's parents aren't nearly that extreme. Let's go get ready. Tomorrow is race day, and we have to deliver results.
Time to go.
You're too good at this, Miss Honorary Knight. You saw right through me.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.